Modal verbs for advice, mistakes you're making and how to avoid them. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about something crucial for English language learners: modal verbs for advice. More specifically, we'll focus on some of the most common mistakes made while using them, and, most importantly, how to avoid these pitfalls. Let's get started. Before we delve into the common mistakes, let's quickly review what modal verbs for advice are. Modal verbs such as should, ought to, had better, are commonly used to give advice. For example, you should drink plenty of water. Here, should is a modal verb providing advice. Now, let's look at some of the most common mistakes students make with these verbs. 1. Using the wrong form after the modal verb. Remember, after modal verbs we use the base form of the verb, without to. So, it's, you should go, not, you should to go. This is a mistake that can be avoided by practicing and being mindful of this rule. 2. Confusing had better with past tense. While had is often used for past tense, in the case of had better, it's used to give strong advice in the present or future. So, you had better finish your homework means you should finish your homework soon, not that you should have done it in the past. 3. Incorrect use of negative form. For negative advice, we say shouldn't or had better not. It's not correct to say should not better or better not should. 4. Misunderstanding the strength of advice. Each modal verb for advice has a different level of strength. Should and ought to are more polite and gentle, while had better is stronger and more serious. To avoid these common mistakes, remember these simple rules. Use the base form of the verb after the modal verb. Had better is not a past tense. Know the correct negative forms, and understand the different strength levels of advice modal verbs. Now that we've discussed the common mistakes and how to avoid them, it's your turn to practice. Remember, learning a language is a journey and it's completely normal to make mistakes. The key is to learn from these mistakes and practice as much as possible. That's it for today, folks. We hope this guide to common mistakes with modal verbs for advice has been helpful. Remember, everyone learns at their own pace, and it's perfectly okay to make mistakes. They're a part of the learning process. Keep practicing, and you'll become more and more comfortable with using modal verbs for advice. Happy learning!